Should you apply for the Amex Blue Cash Everyday credit card? In this video, we help answer that question by looking at its pros and cons, comparing its features with competitors, and even looking at a special perk that separates it from the rest. So let's get into it. If you're in the market for a cashback rewards credit card with a $0 annual fee, a popular option is the Blue Cash Everyday card by American Express. I first heard about this option through friends and family members who mostly had positive experiences. These conversations led me to analyze this card further and create this video for you. Now in mid-2022, this card was revamped beyond more than just a better aesthetic.
A little cash back on the side.
With the Blue Cash Everyday card from American Express.
Meet Blue Cash from American Express.
Main updates included the ability to earn more cash back on categories like online shopping, grocery stores, and gas stations, which we'll look at later in the video. If you're anything like me, a typical consumer, then these categories are where a bulk of your spending occurs. So here's what makes this credit card a great option. First off, we have a $0 annual fee. This means it costs you nothing to keep this card in your wallet. Now this is pretty standard across other competitors within this category of credit cards, but it's definitely a perk to consider. It's especially important to note when comparing with the Blue Cash Preferred credit card, which has a $95 annual fee, despite having better cashback options. So again, keep in mind if you want to be spending money on the annual fees. Another great perk about this card is the reward structure. And as mentioned, Amex targets very popular spending categories, including groceries, gas, and online shopping. For all three of these categories, you will receive 3% cash back on all purchases up to $6,000. This $6,000 limit is for each category, meaning it's $18,000 total for the full year. If you manage to spend that $6,000, then from thereafter, you earn 1% cash back on further purchases. Beyond just these categories, you also earn 1% on all other spending with this card. A good thing about the rewards and part of the revamped card model is there is no minimum redemption amount. This basically means once you have 1 cent, you can get cash back onto your credit card statement. One thing to keep in mind is that when you redeem rewards, you can only get cash back on your credit card statement. There's no ability to get travel rewards or gift cards or anything like that. Now this card also has a special perk where you can get $7 off every single month when you have streaming services including Disney+, Hulu, and ESPN+. As long as you spend $12.99 in any of these streaming areas every single month, you'll get $7 cash back, up to $84 for the entire year. Another great feature about this card is the web app or mobile app. Both are extremely intuitive. You can see all of your Amex cards in one place. Within the app itself, you can tap on specific transactions to see the amount of rewards dollars you'll be getting. You can also split charges directly within the app via Venmo or PayPal. So if you use your card to pay for everybody, your friends and family, you can have them send money to you and it'll appear as a credit on your statement. And the best part is you still earn all of the rewards from the purchase. There's also a welcome offer for this card. As of the time of recording this video, you can get $200 cash back after you spend $2,000 within the first 6 months of having the card. There's also a low 0% introductory APR for the first 15 months. Afterwards, you get a variable APR ranging from about 19% to 30% based on your credit worthiness. Also, when looking at the credit limit for the Blue Cash Everyday credit card, typically consumers will see $500 all the way up to over $15,000. Now the starting credit limit is based on a variety of factors, including your income, your credit score, and the credit limit you have on other cards. One thing that's good with American Express is that you can request a credit limit increase every 3 months. I've read success stories of people raising their credit limit by $1,000 all the way up to $10,000 through one of these requests. All you have to do is prove that you're responsible and somebody that Amex can trust. Last but not least, the customer service of American Express is top-notch. You can get customer support directly within the app itself, so if there's ever any fraudulent activity or incorrect charges, you can trust that Amex is going to resolve the issues with little headache. When considering this card versus competitors, it really comes down to what you spend your money on. If you're somebody who generally spends a lot online shopping, groceries, and gas, then this is a great option for you. If you look at the Citi Custom Cash Card, you do get 5% cash back, up to $500 per billing cycle, but it's only on one specific spending category. Now 5 is obviously greater than 3, but with this Blue Cash Everyday card, you get 3% on all 3 of those categories. One of those includes online shopping, which is not part of the 5% available with the Citi Custom Cash Card. The Wells Fargo Autograph is more of a travel credit card, but it also offers 3% or 3 rewards points per dollar spent, which is very similar to the Blue Cash Everyday. The biggest difference is that there's no spending limit. Now on the surface, this does sound better than the Blue Cash Everyday card, but you need to keep in mind that with the Wells Fargo Autograph, this does not include online shopping or grocery stores. So once again, it all comes down to where you spend your money. Another great option would be the Capital One Saver One, where you get 3% cash back on dining, entertainment, streaming, and grocery stores. Now before going ahead and submitting your application, you're going to want to hear about the cons. First off is that this card does have foreign transaction fees. 2.7% of each transaction after converted to US dollars is the fee. So basically if you travel internationally often, while this card is a great option otherwise, you may want to couple this card with another one, for instance the Capital One Quicksilver or Saver One. Now these aren't necessarily better cards, but they do have 0% foreign transaction fees. You're likely aware that Amex has a low acceptance rate internationally, so this really isn't that surprising. Another potential con of this card is related to credit score. Most successful applicants have a credit score of the upper 600s to 700 as a minimum. So unless your credit score is good and your income's relatively high, there is a chance that you're going to get rejected for this card. If you do get denied, just focus on raising the credit limit on your other cards, and many people have seen success after doing so. Another issue is with the reward system. While the 3% on various categories is great, there is a capped limit of only $6,000. Additionally, outside of the bonus categories, you only get 1% cash back, which is lower than some competitors. Also, when you do have your rewards dollars and are ready to cash in, you can't get things like travel or gift cards. It really just has to be a statement credit. The last con is the same with any Amex card, but some merchants do not want to accept Amex simply because the large interchange fees, so it's just something to keep in mind when considering this card. Above all, the Blue Cash Everyday is one of the best $0 annual fee cashback credit cards on the market. This is especially a great option if you're somebody who spends a lot of their money at the supermarket, getting gas, or online shopping. Before signing up for any credit card, make sure that you are financially ready to take on this commitment, and always do further research beyond just any YouTube video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like and also check out this video as well.